going to go now to Delaware, where Governor Jack Markell is standing by. And Governor, I know you're paying very close attention to the race here. President Obama has been declared the winner in your state of Rhode Island. No surprise there. I'm sorry, Delaware, excuse me. I'm all over the map here. Has been declared the winner in your state of Delaware, the great state of Delaware, let me say. But what are you seeing nationwide at this point? What's your sense of the numbers?
You know, I'm obviously encouraged. I mean, I see a number of the states the president seems to be leading. Doesn't surprise me. I've been out in a number of the states over the last couple months: Florida, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. I was really impressed by the ground game the president had in each of those states. And, you know, but now we'll see what the voters decide to do.
And then the critical question that we've been talking about tonight is, if Obama gets reelected, what reason is there to think that he'll do a better job dealing with the dysfunction of Washington in the next 4 years than he has in the last?
Well, I'm hopeful that the Congress will see, you know, what Mitch McConnell said a few years ago, which is that their #1 priority is to make the president a one-term president. You know, that's no longer operable. And so in the end, I'm hoping that they realize that the cost of inaction is really, really high. It's so important for the business community that they deal with the fiscal cliff. The uncertainty is a huge challenge. And I think they'll hopefully recognize that people want a balanced approach to actually deal with this.
Now, we should point out that you won your race tonight with more than 70% of the vote. Congratulations. And your Democratic Senator Tom Carper also won election, so a couple of Democratic wins there in Delaware. What are you seeing in the Senate races? Because the Senate is obviously going to be critical to this equation going forward.
It is, and I haven't seen the latest yet tonight, but I'm encouraged there as well. I mean, I certainly hope that the Democrats keep a majority in the Senate. It looks like there's a reasonable chance, good chance they'll do so, and frankly, in part because I think the Republicans across the country did what Delaware Republicans did a couple years ago when they selected Christine O'Donnell instead of Mike Castle, and as a result of that, we have a fantastic senator, a Democratic senator, Chris Coons, and so that may have happened in a couple of these states across the country this year.
Yeah, and of course there have been some significant Republican losses. Olympia Snow's seat in Maine has gone to an independent, Angus King, who's expected to caucus with the Democrats. The fact that Richard Lugar was defeated in a primary has created a very tough race in Indiana that we're going to be watching closely.
Right.
In the House, on the other hand, Republicans seem headed towards, it's a little early to tell, but they are likely to be headed towards holding on to their majority.
Right, and I think so. You know, we could have a similar situation to what we had before, and so it's going to come down to the work that you know, Speaker Boehner does with his caucus. But you know, again, the bottom line here is for people of, you know, the election's over, just about. People of both parties will wake up tomorrow. They'll you know, they'll know who's in charge, and they're going to have to work together. I mean, I think the American people clearly said in this election that they expect Democrats and Republicans to work together to deal with some of these really huge issues that the country is facing.
Okay, thank you very much. Delaware Governor Jack Markell, thanks for being with us.